Rumors of Microsoft porting previously exclusive Xbox flagship titles to PC and emphasizing a greater focus on PC gaming as a whole. What does this story mean for you? My name is Mooseman, and today on Gaming News Weekly we will answer that question as we discuss and speculate on this major change. So while there's only one story this week, it's an extremely interesting and important one as Microsoft makes several major moves that indicate a much stronger focus on PC gaming in the future. This news comes to us a week before an upcoming press event on the 25th that will focus on Windows 10 and Xbox gaming. As such, today's episode will be talking about the possibilities of what we know now, and next week's episode will be discussing the implications of what actually gets announced during the event. Let's look at the facts of what we know now. Firstly, and most importantly, is that Quantum Break has been announced to have a simultaneous PC release on April 5th in addition to the Xbox One release. This news in itself is major because before this point, Quantum Break was an Xbox One exclusive, with absolutely no information pointing to a possible PC release. What's even bigger though is that anyone who wants to pre-purchase the game on Xbox One gets a free copy of the Windows 10 version that is tied to their account. This move is extremely important outside the scope of just releasing a PC version of a single game because it sets two big precedents. A. Changing previously exclusive Xbox games to PC, and B. Implementing a system that allows Xbox gamers a free and easy way to play on PC. While there have been some exclusives that have moved to PC post-launch, this extremely late announcement of a PC version of Quantum Break is unheard of, especially in such a high-profile game as Quantum Break. 3 other games have also been confirmed for PC and Xbox One exclusively, including Recore, Sea of Thieves, and Fable Legends according to GameSpot sources. However, it gets more interesting, as that list also included Scalebound and Gears of War 4 originally before a correction was posted to the article. While I'm not one to push conspiracies, it seems very suspicious in the case of Gears of War 4 that this leaked announcement wasn't more of an accident than a fallacy, with there being 2 additional and separate sources that have also alluded to a PC release. The first was back in November when British retailer Game had a PC version of Gears of War 4 listed in addition to the Xbox One version. The second one comes from an alleged insider who posted on WP Dang saying that the release of not only Gears of War but also Forza 6 and Halo Wars 2 to PC would be part of Microsoft's plan to push the Windows Store as a main distribution point for first-party Microsoft titles in the future. 3 different and virtually unconnected coincidences regarding a PC Gears of War 4 release, the unexpected release of Quantum Break for PC, and a program being created giving Xbox One users the ability to play the game on both platforms is way too many red flags pointing to one specific possibility, that Microsoft will begin using flagship Xbox One games that were previously exclusives to push the growth of the Windows Store and Windows 10 in terms of gaming, allowing for a single purchase of a game on PC or Xbox to play on both. Everything makes sense not only from a hopefully optimistic standpoint, but from an ideological and business standpoint as well. The ideology behind Xbox One is that it functions as an all-in-one media device for a household. This has been the singular focus behind the machine, and at the beginning of this generation, gamers hated the idea of Xbox being a multimedia console rather than a dedicated gaming machine like the PS4 seems to have focused on. The Xbox One reveal was considered a disaster. Remember this great publicity moment?
Xbox is about to become the next water cooler.
And this video is showing how much focus was being put on non-gaming aspects.
TV, watch TV, TV remote, TV experience, TV, sports TV. Anybody?
While both were considered really bad publicity when it happened, both of these situations show Microsoft trying to push the Xbox as a multimedia console, and I believe that Microsoft has always intended to incorporate the Xbox One and PC more closely together, and now it's finally happening in a way that will benefit PC gamers. The question is, if Microsoft's plan from the start was to eventually link PC and Xbox gaming so closely, why has there been all this misinformation and secrecy? Why not just announce that the PC is going to be getting these exclusives as well as Xbox owners way in advance? The PC version of Quantum Break isn't just coming out of nowhere. This has been in development for a long time, and Microsoft will definitely lose some sales on PC due to the game being marketed as only being available on Xbox until so close to its launch date. This is where we get into the business and marketing standpoint. From a marketing standpoint, what exactly sells game consoles? For those of you with consoles, think about the reason you truly bought it. Not the Kinect, not multimedia features, and not even the performance, but the exclusives. The only reason to buy one console over another is because it has the games on it that you want to play that cannot be played on any other device. If Microsoft had said that their big flagship titles like Gears of War 4, Forza, and Halo were going to be on PC, the console wouldn't have even sold as many units as it did, and would result in the console being a complete and utter failure. Now that we're 2 years into the current generation and most people who have intended to buy an Xbox or could be persuaded into buying an Xbox by their friends have bought one. So this means that Microsoft doesn't have to worry as much about selling Xbox Ones and worry more about selling game software and getting more people to adopt the Windows 10 operating system. And what better way to sell software than to open it up to hundreds of millions of PC gamers while still incentivizing Xbox One owners with free PC copies. This has all been quite a bit of speculation, and we'll see what actually gets announced on Thursday the 25th at the press conference, but until then I would like to thank you for watching this week's episode of Gaming News Weekly. Next week will be a continuation of this week's story, and we'll compare and contrast the theories proposed on this episode with what actually happens. If you have a different idea of what Microsoft is up to or agree with my theories, like and comment down below with your thoughts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more news, reviews, and other gaming commentary, such as last week's episode of Gaming News Weekly, in which we talked about rogue Ant Simulator developers spending Kickstarter money on strippers and booze, causing the cancellation of the game, or my latest Play Wait or Avoid review of the PC kart racer Grip, a revival of the 1999 PlayStation game Roll Cage.